Mississippi State Bulldogs. Over under win total of 3.5. Over at -162. Under at +132. Tough season for Jeff Lebby in year one on the job. We've detailed a lot of the unique takeaways that we had from that, including the way that other SEC teams played against Mississippi State. Maybe that provided some week-to-week opportunity on the Locks pod. But what about the season as a whole? Tom, what are we doing with Klanga at 3.5?
We are going under.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm over. Slightly over.
Okay.
My bad.
What are you, like 3.5? 7, 8?
I was thinking it was 4.5. I had him at 4 and 8. So slightly over. So great season for the Bulldogs. It's just going to be nonstop winners 4 times. I mean, you look at the non-con, Southern Miss on the road. That's Marshall in a new uniform. So like that Southern Miss they're going to see is a better team than you probably think if you haven't been paying attention to changes in Conference USA and in the Sun Belt. So that's a more dangerous game than Mississippi State would probably ever hope for it to be. But I do think they can get it. Arizona State at home. Oh, great time to be playing Arizona State. Not when they were 2-10. You're playing them off of a playoff series.
Yeah, Tom. Those are the team that they're playing are the Sun Belt champs.
I know.
Marshall won 10 games last year.
I know, but
in the conference,
it's still different, Chip. It's still different. But I honestly think they could get Southern Miss, Alcorn State, and Northern Illinois. Then the question becomes, can you steal just an SEC game or that Arizona State game? I really wish Arkansas and Mizzou were home games. I really do.
Know.
I think that would be better. But, I mean, I think the odds of them getting at least one SEC win aren't horrible. I am not betting it, but I do think they can get one, and I think they can get to 4 wins. So 4 and 8, super high over. Klanga.
I'm under. I just think some of these teams are just kind of collecting checks in this league, and this is one of them. I'm in this weird spot where I do think Mississippi State is legitimately improved from last year, but I also am a firm believer that several teams they played, especially in the middle of last year, did not take them seriously, did not try to run it up, and just took it as a load management type game. So I actually think that Mississippi State's fastball was worse than what the power ratings said it was to end the year. I think if some of these teams had wanted to hammer down on them, they would have killed them. But I think they realized this is not an SEC level roster. We don't really have to go, all out here. So if you're taking last year's power rating and then applying the upgrade that you think they got through the portal to it, I think that's a mistake. I think you should upgrade them from what they were last year, but I think you have to start with a bit lower power rating than you had them probably to end last year if you're just going straight off a computer model. Because if you actually watch those games, all right, these teams are not really, they realize this team sucks. So I'm under.
They do have Fluff Bothwell now, though.
Yep.
You know who loves this show?
Who?
Greg Sankey. Man, because the SEC, if Arkansas and Kentucky and Mississippi State, if they go under, you're not having your top team suffer these WTF losses, man. And that really increases the chance that the SEC gets 5 or 6 teams in the playoff.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that with Greg Sankey.
No, it's if they're bad, that's awesome for Sankey.
Shout out to Mississippi State last season for the first half team total over 20.5 against UMass. Because when they finally had UMass, it was time to let them cook. Shout out to Jeff Lebby's son from the Mississippi State section of the Netflix documentary. I haven't seen it, but whole family's sitting around and son's just trying to throw in the kitchen, and I very much connected with all the other things don't matter. All that matters is we're just chucking this football across the kitchen right now. I'm on the under. I think that Southern Miss is dangerous. Northern Illinois annually are giant killers. And then the SEC schedule provides a lot of tough situations, which, as Tom mentioned, Arkansas and Missouri both being on the road means you don't get the same amount of cowbells. So, yeah.
Danny's also on the over,
Southern
by
Miss
the way.
parlay pays 15-1 to open the year.
So wait, repeat that one more time for the
The
people.
Toledo Southern Miss parlay money line pays 15-1.